welcome back to the Forcecast. You're here with your anchors, Morgan
and Austin.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome.
Hope you guys are still enjoying our podcast so far and all that we've put out. There's a lot more fun stuff to come. Alright, we're going to start with our On This Day segment. Austin, you want to kick us off?
Sure, I will. Not on this day, but on tomorrow day. This one's more recent than some of the other ones. 2012?
20 what now?
2012. Tomorrow, 2012, J.J. Abrams was confirmed to direct Star Wars Episode 7, which will later receive its title, The Force Awakens. So, that was a good one. Also another interesting one, January the 26th in 1978. 27th of 1983. Excuse me, I didn't go far enough. 27th of 1983, George Lucas officially announces that the title has been changed from Revenge of the Jedi to Return of the Jedi. So that was that was noteworthy, I thought so.
I think so, too.
Yes, definitely.
Don't go too far. We need stuff for next week, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Let me look at a calendar here. What's next week lined up look like? Where's the next
29th. Is it Tuesday?
Oh, perfect. This is literally perfect. I'll cover this next week because it's amazing, and I love it so much, and it's great, and everyone else is going to love it too. Stay tuned for next week's episode when we talk about what happened. Because it's cool, it's great. Anyway, Morgan, what happened in Middle-earth on this day?
It says what I've got here. It takes place a year after what looks like to be everything that happened in, Fellowship of the Ring. It says, Hobbiton is busy healing the hurts of Saruman. So I'm guessing
after the scouring of the Shire.
Yeah, that was after the scouring of the Shire. In the year 3020 of the Third Age. But...
the Fourth Age? Never mind.
I don't know. I can't keep track of how their time works. But for tomorrow in Lord of the Rings history, Gandalf casts the Balrog from the mountain.
Until at last I threw down my enemy and smote his ruin upon the mountainside.
That. So yes, Gandalf defeats the Balrog. And then pretty much just Saturday through Monday just says the Fellowship continues to rest in Lothlorien. So...
Get up and do something, hippies. Less lips, more swords! That's a riff joke for you. That's a riff tracks joke.
And speaking of riff tracks...
Okay, guys, this is so awesome. This made me so excited.
So, if you listen to our last episode, we talked about riff tracks. And this morning... this morning, I get an email, and the subject line was our title of our last video, the Forcecast, episode 7, with riff tracks. And this is basically going to be our Why is the Force Connecting Us segment today. I get this email, and it's from someone called J. Aben. And this
J
is literally...
is in the letter J, not what his name is.
Yeah,
J.
just the letter J. And this is what it says. It says, Hi, I did a YouTube query for the latest Riff Track stuff and stumbled upon your podcast. I just want to say thanks for your support, and I hope you've had an opportunity to check out the Twitch channel, 80 plus features, 20 plus shorts, 24/7. I'm one of the many moderators on the site, so please have an opportunity to check it out. The 3 riffers do check in time to time, as well as a few of the writers. Last fall, we had Greg Sestero comment on Retro Puppet Master. P.S. The Star Wars Holiday Special was never mentioned once, but it's part of the Riff Tracks Essentials.
Yes, and here he goes through some of the jokes of Riff Tracks that are very difficult to describe because, again, it's very in the moment based. So, like this Twilight, which one of their recurring jokes is the fact that there's a lot of breaks in dialogue that make no sense in the movie, so they just go, line.
Do I have a line?
Yes, that's one of their goes. We mentioned Manos. We did mention Torgo. Torgo deserves a mention. Torgo, the greatest character of all cinema.
Then he brings up Birdemic.
Which we did do.
He did mention, again, the Holiday Special, Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny, Wicker Man, which I did realize we didn't bring up, and also The Room.
We've never seen Wicker Man.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Wicker Man. But, oh my gosh, someone from Riff Tracks' Twitch channel actually emailed us.
It's so exciting. This is, honestly, I didn't think this would happen.
I didn't
honestly,
either.
This is amazing.
It took every ounce of willpower I had not to immediately forward that email to Austin so he could see it. But I saved it till he came over to do the podcast because I wanted to see his reaction, and it was as priceless as I imagined it would be. But for real, though, the podcast hasn't even been up for a day. The episode on Rift Tracks hasn't even been up for a day, and they found it. And clearly they listened to the entire thing because they brought up all the things that we mentioned.
They mentioned the stuff we didn't. Well, I guess some of the stuff we didn't mention and some of the stuff we did mention. Well, actually, the stuff we didn't mention. Because we didn't mention line, we didn't mention solar panels, or such as seals.
I think you mentioned solar panels, but not the such as seals joke.
Maybe. Rift Tracks joke, again, check them out. You have to. Otherwise, it will make no sense.
And Jay, if you happen to be listening to this episode again...
Jay, whatever your name is.
Yeah, whatever the J stands for, we sincerely apologize for leaving out the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Which
we feel so ashamed.
Mostly because we don't have the gut. We don't have the stomach to watch it.
I mean, I did watch some of it.
The first 2 minutes.
Well, that was more Mom and Dad. I made it through more of it.
We've seen bits. We've not seen the riff. Maybe we need to rectify that and then get back to you.
It would have been enough that we possibly could have brought it up, but honestly, just in the grand scheme of things, we just forgot to bring it up. We sincerely apologize for forgetting such a Rift Track classic.
Such a classic we've never watched. No offense. We're going to go watch it. We have it. You know, we should go watch it. Not right now, of course. We're doing
obviously
a podcast,
not right now. But yeah, guys, this is already getting recognized by people we've mentioned, not specifically the guys at Rift Tracks, but someone who works for them, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. And, honestly, this is a great moment. Again, it's not like it's actually Mike Nelson emailing us, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But still, the fact that we have someone who's connected to it that has seen it and has emailed us is honestly it's just a fulfilling moment for us right now. And we're still not even that big. It's actually one of our most viewed episodes right now.
Is it really?
It's 30 views. I think the most one is 37. It's our favorite characters one, I think, so far has the most views.
Wow.
It's 37, I think, which is still small, but we're getting bigger. They're getting bigger. Some of them aren't big, but we're getting there. We don't have a lot of subscribers. But I think this will be a great part of why Asdf connecting us and also a lead into what we're going to talk about today. Today, I was on campus and I met a couple of young women that have a YouTube channel. I wanted to give them a shout out to my new friends Rachel and Lily. They have a YouTube channel. Pink Bunny Girl 43. That is the name of their channel. I have their business card here. They're very official. They do this full time type thing.
What do they talk about?
They do.
What do they do with their channel?
I think Rachel is an artist. She does she did this card. She did it.
Oh, she drew that?
Yeah, that's her stuff.
Oh wow, that's
But they
fantastic.
do stuff like the I forget the name of the Warrior Cat. I think that's the name of the series. Paul, you might know it. The series with the cats. Was it Warrior Cats? Was that the name of the book series, or was there another name?
I think that was different.
Okay, never mind. I thought you might. But they do a bunch of stuff. I just met them today, but I thought it was cool that I met some people who do it full time. They say they actually have a good amount of subscribers. So just wanted to give them a shout out. They also subscribe, so thank you very much. Also, I think what we need to do in the future is start going and thanking our subscribers. Because we don't have a lot, but it means a lot to us.
Yeah, actually, let me quickly... The bad thing is when I get notifications about people subscribing, it's only from people I'm actually in my contacts list. I'm not entirely sure why. So I can only mention a couple.
Well, you just go to our channel.
Well, I am on the channel.
But you can know what you do. You go to the channel.
I've tried looking at the subscribers. I can't. Yeah, see, it doesn't show.
I thought you could. I thought
Nope. It doesn't pull them up.
I thought we could. Well, this kind of blows everything out the window because I totally thought we could.
Well, I'll at least mention the ones that I know for sure have subscribed. My good friend Zachary Esmond, thank you, man, for subscribing. Also, Stormy Sky Dancer, my good friend Mona, who actually lives in Germany. You are one awesome girl. And also, Lamissa1, which is actually our friend Melissa, who was on our Star Wars episode a few weeks ago. And I'm pretty sure he subscribed because he's actually commented on a lot of our stuff. But B4D Connection, which is my good friend Garen, the one that we mentioned a couple episodes back, who wanted to have us talk about some things in Star Wars, the villains of Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. We mentioned him in our very first Why is Force Connecting Us segment. Thank you, Garen. You're the best. We've also had other comments from Nikki Miller, who is actually one of our cousins. And as of today, we had the Pink Bunny Girl 43 that he just mentioned comment on some of our stuff.
Yes. Thank you for the subscription. Means a lot.
Yeah, so to everyone who has been commenting and subscribing, you guys are awesome. And while we're on the subject
I could have sworn you can check your...
There probably is a way. We'll just have to try and mess with it, I suppose.
Yeah, because I there's got to be more than that. I didn't count it, of course, but... yeah, I didn't count how much it was, but...
That's okay.
We have a few, and we just want to thank to everyone who is subscribing.
Yeah, and while we're on the subject of YouTube, that is actually going to be our topic for today. Specifically, our favorite YouTubers. And if we have time, some of our favorite videos on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not sure how this episode is going to go, so bear with us, and we'll see how it goes.
But first, we'll start with our favorite YouTubers, our favorite people on YouTube. There are a few that we do really like for different reasons. Whether they're funny, or... Actually, you know
Mostly
what?
just because
that's
they're
pretty much
funny.
the only reason why.
It's one of the only reasons to watch YouTube, ain't it, so folks? Like,
Yeah, find funny videos, you know.
Oh yeah, funny videos and things like that. We'll start with the one. This harkens back to an earlier time in YouTube. Olan Rogers.
Olan Rogers.
Olan Rogers.
A fantastic, fantastic man.
And a fantastic storyteller.
If you do not know who Olan Rogers is, for one thing, he has like tons and tons of videos on YouTube. He was, I think, big on Vine for a little while. There's a few Vines I remember of him.
I don't know if he was really big on... I actually don't know, so I can't say.
He made a bunch of fun videos. He actually has a TV show out now, which...
Yeah, that cartoon one, right?
Shoot, I'm quickly going to look up what it's called because I want to mention it, and I know he's mentioned it before. But while I'm looking that up... Final Space.
Final Space, that's the one.
It's a cartoon show that he helped create and write. But yeah, he's got a lot of cool videos that he's made just kind of for fun on YouTube. But the big thing that we like a lot about him are his stories. He literally will just sit in his bedroom on a chair in front of a camera and just tell funny stories from his life. And I kid you not, he is one of those people I can watch his videos 1,000 times and still laugh as hard as I did the first time.
Because it's just the way he tells it, the way he sets up the story, the way he executes the jokes, the way he reacts to his own stuff.
I have to say this. I work at a high school, and I usually am in English classes. I was in a senior English class, and the teacher was going to explain good storytelling because they were going to write memoirs, which involved good storytelling. And she actually used one of Olan's videos as an example of good storytelling, and she actually went through like different parts of what makes a good story, and she like related it back to Olan, and I finally realized, holy crap, he actually is an excellent storyteller.
He's an amazing storyteller.
But yeah, he executes it very well. He's very expressive, and he comes up with really funny phrases and interesting ways to describe things. And he has the most contagious laugh I have ever heard.
Oh yeah, it's it's great. And his videos, like, he's also made some, like, some more story-oriented videos. Like, that started off more of just silly videos. That actually started to become a full-fledged cinematic universe of his own. I haven't even known if he's able to finish the ones he started because I was away for so long, but I was actually kind of a fan of them because they were really cool. Like, The Last Scene, that was a good one. And I forget the other ones. It's been a while. I haven't looked at it in a little bit, but he did some really good story with good visual effects. Like, they were a little campy, but of course, he's a limited budget, limited.
Yeah, he and a buddy of his did a lot of those videos.
Well, a couple of them,
Yeah, a couple of them. Yeah.
Let's see, Olan Rogers. Yeah, because it's been a while. I don't even know if I've subscribed to him anymore. I unsubscribed to everyone when I left on my mission because I've not subscribed. Why have I not subscribed?
Yeah, some of our favorite stories of his, which we're not gonna pick a favorite. I may have a favorite too, but some of them are just so freaking funny.
That's what it was. The Last Scene,
Pop
Rocket,
Pop Rocket,
New Prime. These are kind of an interconnected story that he did. That it seems like I don't ever think he got to finish. I'm not sure though. Because I think he had one more series planned after that. And I think he actually was planning on taking it off of YouTube and going to another site so that it could be longer and have less problems.
Gotcha. Well, if you're familiar with Olan Rogers, or if you are and don't realize it, One of his most popular videos that he's most known for is called Ghost in the Stalls, where he hides in a Target bathroom and totally scares the crap out of someone that's in there. And his repetitive phrase in there is, "It's a Monday."
It's a Monday. Gotta do it one more time.
Yeah, so if you've heard that, then you'll know Olan Rogers.
Let's not forget about his cat, Starscream.
Oh yeah, he has a cat named Starscream.
And a dog named TARDIS.
Yes.
That's, again, the last I checked.
He is a full-on geek, and I love it. Geek or nerd, however you want to call it.
One of the... What? Okay, sorry. I just discovered a video that I need to watch later on his channel. But one of the ones that was a classic. Do you remember this one? I think this was one of the first Alan showed us. Bring the Bacon. Do you remember that one?
Bring the Bacon, yeah.
Because he took it down.
Yeah, I say that one's no longer on YouTube, which made me sad. It was so
Alan
funny.
has it. Alan downloaded it for a school project once, and he still has it.
What the
Which is one of his funniest, because I forget, he lives in, like, Tennessee, doesn't he?
Yeah, he lives in Tennessee.
He tells a story about how, because he lives in Tennessee, it doesn't snow there a lot, he says whenever there's a threat of snow, people just, like, flip the crap out, and they're like, we gotta go to the grocery store! And he just tells a story about it, how one time he saw a dad, and he's like, son! Just bring the bacon! And he goes on like this for about 5 minutes, and it's hilarious. But he tells some amazing stories, and he makes us laugh. If you want to have a good day, if you want to have a better day, go watch Olan Rogers. There's also, it's been a while, I've never seen a negative, and if there is a negative comment on his comments, he addresses it.
I look at his comments, as far as I've never seen a negative comment.
Group of happy people just enjoying his stories. I've never seen a real negative. Everyone's like, Olan, thank you so much for just uplifting me, or Olan, this is hilarious. I've never seen a negative comment. I know he addresses some of them himself.
I've seen people always saying, oh my gosh, I'm like in the library watching your video and I'm laughing my head off. People are telling me to be quiet, kind of thing.
It's just a great old little time just to be and enjoy life and to not worry about scroll. Like, I hate scrolling through YouTube comments. I hate it because it's just, honestly, I have this little internet rant here. I can't go anywhere without just seeing people being stupid and so just like they're so negative.
I know.
And it just bugs me. Okay,
if you want positivity, go to Olan Rogers.
And I know that not everybody has the same opinions and all that, but it's like it's one of those things that everyone's just so immature and mean about how they put things that it just ruins your day. Which was another good thing. His channel isn't big. It's still not over 1 million subscribers, and he's been around for a while.
Oh yeah.
But it's also kind of a good thing because it keeps the crowd more positive, more localized, a little less, just like mainstream, where it's just all anyone can comment,
I think my absolute favorite story of his, apart from the Ghost in the Stalls, which is a classic, is called The Comeback Kid. Like, honestly, that is one, like I said earlier, I still laugh as hard as I did the very first time. That was actually the video that was shown in the senior English class that I was in. And, of course, the minute it started, I'm just in there going, this is my absolute favorite. And I turned to the teacher and said, I love you so much for this.
Yeah, and we'll put links to these in the descriptions.
Yeah, we'll put links to any of the YouTubers' profiles that we mention and any specific videos that maybe we mention.
Because we want you to experience these as well. If you haven't already. If you know them, fantastic. But if not, we'll leave you to them.
Yeah, and Olan, if you somehow, some way get to hear this, we love you. We are such big fans. And one of these days we plan to come out to Tennessee and visit the soda parlor.
Hopefully it's still a thing. I have a pretty good idea it's still a thing. But we want to visit the soda parlor.
Yeah, that's another thing. He owns his own,
soda parlor.
His own soda parlor in Tennessee.
And it looks great. Looks like a nice place to go. Looks like sometimes it looks like a place you want to go where everybody knows your name. Like, it's not a bar, of course, but it just looks like a place where everybody would know your name. It looks like a good place to go.
And we would love to meet Olan in person somehow. It'd be amazing.
It is a dream of ours to meet Olan, especially because we know a couple people who have. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I know. I've known people that have.
One of these days we're gonna meet somebody because of this or some other thing. We're gonna meet people.
That would be absolutely amazing.
If we can meet someone on this that would be even better.
So much better.
We're so close. Like right now. We're yay close with this Rift Tracks thing. That brings us one step closer than we've ever been. I'm gonna say that right now. It might be nothing. It might not amount to it, but right now we are one step closer to meeting the guys from Rift Tracks than we ever have been. Moving away from Rift Tracks, that was last week. Olan Rogers, go check him out. If you just want a good time, he tells some funny stories. Some of his videos are so weird, they're funny. One of my favorites is the Lions Blaze series because it's like it starts off kind of just like two medieval fighters dueling in a forest.
Oh yeah.
And it's over the top and ridiculous, and then it turns out they're actually playing an online game, and it just becomes this almost commentary on online gaming. That is, for me, is funny because it's true. Like, just because of how true it is, it's just how they react, and it's a series, and apparently, I just saw there's a music video for the Lions Blaze series that I have to watch when this is over.
Oh, is that what you found?
Yes, that's what I found. It's just funny. I really appreciate it because of the jokes they make. So that's all.
I didn't even know about that.
Go check them out. Yeah, so what else we got?
The next one we want to mention, Markiplier.
Markiplier. We're going to get into gaming here. I'm a big YouTube gamer dude. My parents don't get it. But I say I watch people play video games for the same reason my parents watch people play football. Because I can't do it. Well, I can do it. I just can't do it good. Also because they're hilarious.
Especially if you know Markiplier. When he gets mad, he gets mad.
Yes.
Like, he's a funny rager.
Yeah. And it's and again, for those of you who do watch gaming videos, we're on your side here. Because, again, it's one of those things that before, like right now I have a gaming laptop and I bought a PlayStation 4 for the big sale they had for Black Friday last year. But before that, all I had was really a Wii U, which I never really played that much after a little bit. That's kind of how everyone was with Wii U. And it's like, so the appeal of some of the games, I like going back and playing old games. But it's like I couldn't get new games. There were games coming out that I was like, oh, I would love to play that. Can't do it. When Shadow of Mordor came out, I was so disappointed. Because I wanted to play that game because it looked so good, and the premise was amazing, and I loved it, and I've played it since I got home from my mission and got my gaming laptop. But it was just one of those things, like, I wanted to play it so badly because it was just something that looked so amazing, and just something I wanted to play, but I couldn't. So my only option was to watch other people play it. So that's literally behind it. That's one of the things, and so we're not going to talk about the social, aspects of game watching. But Markiplier, mostly because he's hilarious. Because he can be good at some games. Mostly he's not.
It's fun to watch him play a game that he's not good at.
Like, one of the favorites that I still love to go back and watch is his Octodad series.
Octodad.
Because for those of you who do not know, Octodad is kind of a
normal.
It's like it's a weird premise of a game, but it's a game, so it's whatever. You're an octopus who tries to be human, but nobody knows you're an octopus, even though you are quite clearly an octopus wearing a suit.
Smack!
Yeah, and it's very physics-based. Like, it's like the worst game mechanics ever, where you have to manipulate his arms to try to get him to do stuff, but they're, fighting you. And his reaction to it are hilarious, because it sometimes goes so horribly wrong that he is screaming and just swearing and cutting out with technical difficulties and putting pictures...
quote-unquote difficulties.
Putting pictures of cats up there to de-stress you. I'm not stressed at all. I'm laughing hysterically because I love watching Mark rage. Same with Over the Top. No, not Over the Top.
I think that's what it's called.
Paul, what was that game called? Wasn't Over the Top.
The one with the guy in the cauldron. You call him...
Get over it.
Get over it.
Get over it.
Oh my god.
Watching him play that. Seeing him break.
I have never seen him get so mad at a game.
Seeing him break.
He literally threw a chair.
You could say it's probably part theatrics, but we don't freaking care because it's just the execution's hilarious. I doubt it's theatrics, though, because I understand Mark plays. I like watching some of his stuff, when you need to watch later. Maybe we can watch later tonight. He does a bunch of, digitalized board games with some of his friends. They do Sorry a lot. They did.
Oh, nice.
No, they do Uno a lot, but they just did Sorry, digital Sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Well, it's just Sorry, but it's on.
Well, no, I'm just saying I didn't know there was
hilarious.
an online version.
I think when we're done, we should watch it because it's a longer video, but it's hilarious, and we need to watch it.
And on the subject of being hilarious, he has this whole playlist of videos where he does a try not to laugh challenge.
Those are our favorites because he fails all the time.
Oh, yeah. He's done about 17 of them, and never once has he been able to get through the whole thing. What he does is he has a playlist of funny videos. They're sent in by fans, aren't they?
There's some already existing on the internet. There are entire, subreddit.
Well, I know
there
that.
are entire Reddit forums dedicated to making these Try Not to Laugh videos. I know Jack, he's got one that's we'll talk about Jack later, but he's got ones that it's not Try Not to Laugh, but it's ones that fans or people that work with him send in. I think it's its editor.
Well, I think he also says, in the comments of each video, if there's a video you think will make me laugh, put the link.
Well, he has an editor. Most big YouTubers have an editor, and I think they, pick and choose. I think they choose them.
But yeah, he's done about 17 of those, and never once has he been able to get through the entire playlist without breaking at some point. Some of them, there are videos where you just go, how on earth is that the one that made you break?
Yeah. We have a different sense of humor than most of the internet, so some of the stuff we don't find funny at all.
And then, like,
then
some that
some...
we find absolutely, like, not funny at all, he will
break.
He will completely break and just bust a gut
And for
laughing.
any of you who have tried a Try Not to Laugh challenge, you find that when you break after not laughing for a while, it's the funniest thing in the world. Like,
and then you will laugh at everything
whatever,
else after.
no matter how stupid or how funny it is all of a sudden the funniest thing in the entire universe to you, and you have nothing else to laugh over for the next 5 minutes, except for this one thing.
See, now, whenever he comes out with a new Try Not to Laugh, I actually try and see if I can make it through without laughing.
I don't. I just laugh at Mark.
Just because I'm curious to see, you know, if I can make it possibly, you know, last longer than Mark.
She doesn't.
I normally don't. I mean, I almost make it, but my husband actually decided he wanted to try and, you know, break me, so he actually found a bunch of videos he thought I would find funny, or ones he knows makes me laugh, and put his own Try Not to Laugh challenge for me. He nearly broke me, but I haven't broken yet. Just letting you know that right now.
I broke the other night.
Yes, you did. Which
We'll
can we mention that?
We will mention it right now, and we will put a link to this video in the description. If you haven't, there's a video of a white fox or an Arctic fox that the guy holding the camera starts like doing a little fake laugh, and this Arctic fox literally lets out the cutest, highest pitch laugh. Like, it's not even barking. It's literally laughing. And we were watching on this playlist, like, there's a video before, we'll put this one in the description as well, where it's this little lizard trying to run across the floor, but it's set to the music of Through the Fire and Flames, which is from the Guitar Hero. It's like... and we just watched that one, and it auto-skipped to the next one, which was the fox one. And it was so cute.
It caught Austin so off guard.
It was so cute and so funny, and I was not prepared for it. It brought me down. Like, I have not been brought down for a while in terms of laughter.
He fell to his knees
like,
in laughter.
I couldn't breathe. It was just too cute and too funny all at the same time that I just didn't know how to react, and I just fell to the floor.
So this was the other night, and then yesterday...
This was after the podcast last week.
Yeah, this is after we recorded the podcast the other day. But then yesterday, just at a random time of the day, I copied the link and sent it to him. Didn't tell him what it was.
It didn't make me laugh as much at that time, but
I figured because...
But Mom and Dad did like it.
Yeah, he then showed it to Mom and Dad. But I had never seen him fall to his knees in laughter, ever. And it was kind of one where I'm like, I thought it was cute and funny, but holy crap, I didn't think it was that funny.
It just took me off guard, and it was
It was more you were just surprised.
It was surprised in the fact that it was adorable and funny. Like, it's just so cute.
I like to think it was quality picked video to make a Try Not to Laugh challenge.
Well, you're definitely right.
Oh, no, it
broke
definitely is.
me, and it was the second video.
Cut him off guard.
And that's what the idea is for Try Not to Laugh. So anyway, Mark does these, and they're hilarious. Some of my other favorite ones, again, like, he does stuff with Mark. He does things with Jack, Wade, and Bob, some of his friends. Jacksepticeye, we'll talk about him in a minute. And they do funny things, like they used to do prop hunt a lot, which is where two guys are hunters trying to find people who can turn into props, and you have to hide around a map. It's a Gmod thing, for those of you who still know what Gmod is.
What's the one that he did with Google? There's like an online Google game.
Yeah, it was Google Feud.
Oh, Google Feud. Oh
Jack
my
did it too,
gosh.
and it is so random and almost so stupid. It's almost not funny anymore. But it's
that's another one.
It's
where
like Family Feud, but with what things people have typed into Google.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that thing that the celebrities do, like when they show the most asked questions on the internet regarding this specific actor or a movie they're in. Like,
and then they have the big board.
They do it with literally every big movie that's coming out. It's kind of like that. Almost exactly like that, except you have to guess it. Like, gives you points.
But, like, his guesses will sometimes be just the most childish things that will make him laugh at his own jokes, and you just kind of go, wow. Like, it's like boy, like, potty humor, basically.
We all know Mark is a small child. Love you, Mark. Don't know if you're ever going to hear this, but... Honestly, some of Mark's videos are... Mark's videos are my favorites. Like, I've watched him for a while. And it has been a while since I've watched a lot of his videos. I tried watching... He did Red Dead Redemption 2. They were, like, hour long, which was fine. Like, hour longs are good sometimes, just to kind of kill time. But then he started doing streams, which ended up being 5 hours long.
Holy.
Watch Critical Role.
I know.
But it was like, I don't think I can keep up with this. To be perfectly honest, I don't think I can keep up. I'm just going to scroll through some of Mark's playlists because I can't remember some of the videos that I really loved. Let's see.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of
the Unholy Trinity.
He does a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, he was. Oh, exactly. That is the very reason I watched Five Nights at Freddy's was because of Mark, because of his reactions to it are just hysterical.
Oh yeah, whenever he gets scared, he loses it.
Like, I'm not one for horror.
Me neither.
Horror games or horror movies. Not a big fan. I just like watching Mark do it because at least it kind of cushions some of the scariness with humor.
Because he's sitting there screaming, going, "What?"
Also, when you watch his like best ofs that are edited together, the editing in his videos, like one of the reasons that this Sorry video is hilarious is because of the editing they do.
Oh yeah.
Because it just mastered. Some of these YouTubers owe so much to their editors on occasion that make their videos 10 times funnier than before. Let's see what else he's done. He's trying not to laugh.
He also has
West of Loathing. Oh my gosh, West of Loathing is this dumb but like the hilarious little Western stick figure game that he did. It's the one with the spittoon.
Oh, is it the one with the spittoon? Oh god.
It's just ridiculous. It makes fun of Westerns. It makes fun of games. It makes fun of everything, and it's just hysterical. And Mark's reactions to it are hilarious.
Along with his Try Not to Laugh, he also has Try Not to Smile.
Which is like cute stuff, you know,
Yeah,
cutesy,
like
heartwarming.
Puppies and things like that.
Little kids that love their daddy.
And he acts like he has no soul.
Yeah, this most recent one he did with his mom, who outdid him in soullessness.
His mom, who's completely adorable.
This adorable Korean woman who is just like stone cold, more stone cold than he is. Like, if we forget his I Am Bread videos.
Oh my gosh!
A
I
game
Am
he
Bread.
hates. A game he hates. Mark hates I Am Bread. And other videos you need to watch are his world's quietest Let's Plays. Some of our favorite videos. He started. He came back. He lives in Los Angeles. He went to Cincinnati for a little bit because I'm pretty sure that's where his family is. He went to Cincinnati for a bit, and he came back to Los Angeles, but he was still kind of jet-lagged and still on Cincinnati time, so he was up really early. He couldn't sleep, but his roommates were asleep, so he decided to do the world's quietest Let's Play on Happy Wheels, a game that I'm pretty sure has since died. It's still out there, of course, but I don't think anyone's playing it anymore.
Where he basically, like, whispered through the whole thing, but he upped his mic sensitivity, and it just sounds...
And so
I don't even know how to describe it.
And so... Those are hilarious because he's trying to be quiet, and some of his reactions while being quiet are hilarious. And
he's like, why would you do that?
Why would you do that? No.
Yeah, no.
He does 2 Happy Wheels. He does 1 Turbo Dismount, which is also really funny because that's just a funny game because it's all physics-based, and you try to crash cars and motorcycles and see what happens to you. Then he did his I Am Bread.
Oh my gosh.
And he hates I Am Bread. And so the whole video is him growling Kratos style into the microphone. This is my Mark impression, by the way. It's Darkiplier. They call him Darkiplier. And it's...
He sounds evil when he talks that way.
Hilarious. And also he did Getting Over It. He did Get Over It, or Getting Over It. I think it's
called Getting Over It.
He did Getting Over It as well, and he
that
almost,
is a strange game.
He almost screams at it, like, because he makes really bad progress on it, and like he goes backwards, and then he almost screams, which would have been deafening. Oh, I almost forgot about this. Do you remember this one when he did I Am Bread when he was sick?
I'm not sure.
When he took the hot sauce.
Oh, he took the hot sauce. Yes.
We gotta put this one in the description because Mark, he was sick. He took hot sauce. Like, he had this hot sauce that was extremely hot. He put it on the tip of a plastic fork and he put it in his mouth to try to clear his sinuses. And he played I Am Bread. And he literally went through the 5 stages of grief in like this sort of jumbled order. And it's just one of the funniest videos I've never laughed so hard at one of it. I don't
remember this all that much. I'm gonna have to
we need
try
to
to
watch
find
it.
it again.
We need to watch it later because it is one of my favorite videos. But he does a lot of like
he's done a ton of games.
Yeah, he has a lot. He's done too many games. He's done a lot of games and they're fun to watch. Of course, some YouTubers, some are more successful than others. Some of their series, some of their videos are more successful than others. But it's just kind of how life is,
Yeah, Markiplier, totally awesome.
Oh yeah,
love him to death.
Watch any YouTuber play Super Mario Maker. Yeah, any YouTuber play Super Mario Maker because that's just that game is Rage City because people just make sadistic games. And
Oh gosh.
Soma, that was a good one. I actually really enjoyed Soma. That was a horror game, but it was actually really good. I enjoyed Mark's video of that. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff he's done. I'm kind of just scrolling through his games. Oh yeah, those games.
Yeah, so that pretty much will cover Markiplier.
Markiplier.
He's got a lot.
Our
Check him out.
Wilfred Warfstash. Fans of the. And we're gonna go on. What are we going on next? We're gonna go
Jacksepticeye.
My favorite Irish YouTube comedian who came here to Boise last year.
Still can't believe that.
You know what? I'm gonna be perfectly honest. So, for my classes today, I had to walk to the Basque Museum. We have a Basque Museum in downtown Boise because there's a heavy Basque culture here. If you don't know what Basque is, it's hard to describe because they're a group of people that live in kind of Central Europe, kind of the Spain, France, Switzerland area, Italy a little bit. They don't have really a country per se. There are people, and throughout history, they immigrated to Idaho really heavily, and we have a big population of them. We have a museum there here in downtown Boise. I had to walk there. And on the way to the Basque Museum, I walked from campus to the Basque Center, and I passed the Egyptian Theater. And that's where Jack did his show. And honestly, walking back to campus, I had a little bit of a daydream of what if I were walking outside the Egyptian Theater when Jack came here and he was touring the city, and I got to meet him and take him around. I legitimately thought about me taking Jack on a tour of the city. Because I'm a big fan of Jack. I like Jack a lot. And again, we are not made it shy. We're members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But... and so you probably might be shocked when you hear that we watch Markiplier and Jack, who are definitely not clean-mouthed people, per se. But I enjoy Jack mostly because I like how sincere he is. Some YouTubers and some famous people, they're not sincere. You know that they're famous and they're rich and they don't care really about many people. But Jack and many of the ones I watch are not like this. Jack started off small and he remembers his humble roots. Like, everyone starts out small, but some forget about it. Like, Jack started off, as a simple YouTuber. They all did.
Oh, yeah.
And he remembers his roots. He remembers and he appreciates his fans because he got famous really quick due to the due to how YouTube does its thing with, like, advertising and also with a promotional video from PewDiePie a few years back. He got really big really fast, and he does comedy tours now, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And he appreciates his fans, and he really is. That's why I like watching Jack because of how good he is. They also do charity live streams all the time. He's actually about ready to do another one, which is also a great thing.
I remember seeing some of those.
Some of my favorite videos are his because he's funny too. He's Irish. He's got to be funny. One of my favorite videos of his, he did Turbo Dismount. He calls it my most Irish video ever because it was a St. Patrick's Day video. And honestly, because Jack's Irish, he already has an Irish accent. But it's like when David Tennant does a Scottish accent. David Tennant is Scottish, but when he does a Scottish accent, it's like all overdone and ridiculous. And Jack, when he does his overly done Irish accent, it's hysterical. And this video is really funny.
Who was it that we watched that played the Sims game? Was it Mark or Jack?
Sims game? Like, was it The Sims?
Yeah, The Sims.
No, it was Mark, that live stream.
Oh, okay, so
Bush
that was
babies
Mark.
and all that. I'm pretty sure that was Mark.
Yeah, the Bush babies.
The Bush babies. That was Mark. That was hilarious.
Okay, for some reason I thought it was Jack.
Mark played The Sim and it was hilarious. And yeah, he played The Sims.
Oh my gosh.
Some of my favorite series from Jack, actually. I've watched a lot more of Jack than Mark. He did God of War, the new God of War, which I have played, but it was at the time when I never thought I'd have the chance to play it because I didn't own a PlayStation 4. He played it, and I honestly loved watching it because it's fun with Jack because he's supposed to be the funny. He's funny, and he likes to do silly games or kind of dumb games or funny games. But it's also nice to see him get a little almost vulnerable and emotional with games because he gets emotional with God of War. When I loved his Subnautica videos, which just looks like an amazing game I'd love to play because it's all based underwater, kind of, mostly.
Oh.
Mostly underwater, like, that's where the bulk of it... Because there's some stuff, like, on islands, but the bulk of the cool stuff is underwater. Like, it's an alien planet, you're underwater, there's alien fish and all this stuff, and it's really cool. And he got really connected to this game because, like, he names everything. You make little submarines, he names the submarines, he names everything, and he actually was given a thank you along with several other YouTubers who did the beta of the game and actually helped make what the game was because they made it big. Like, people saw this concept of the game Subnautica, and everyone originally was just kind of a concept, but then a lot of people were like, this looks like an amazing game. You should make it a full game, and they decided, we'll make it a full game. And because of, like, Jack and I think Mark, CaptainSparklez, and others, there's plenty of others that I can't even list because I haven't watched them. that helped to make this game what it was. And Jack actually got a thank you in the credits for the game, and it made him pretty emotional. Actually, it was an emotional moment for him.
Well,
It's kind of fun to see him get emotional and to get a little vulnerable. He does that a lot more. I think Mark has done it before in the past. I just don't remember when it happened.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm talking a lot. But yeah, Jack, so we love watching Jack. Some of his longer episodes are some of my favorites. It's one of those that it's kind of off and on. Some of his hilarious. He does a lot of videos that I just can't even list right now for sake of time. We're at 40 minutes. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
I'm gonna scroll through his playlist, see if I remember Hitman. Oh my gosh. When he does, they have like remakes of the Hitman games, or just like new releases and things like that. He does them. And the thing about Hitman, because you've never played it, you're a hitman, obviously.
I kind of figured that.
You have to kill people, but it allows you different ways of doing it. And some of them are ridiculous and actually quite funny. And you're this bald guy, Agent 47. You're this cool bald guy with like a little, like whatever they call it on the back of your head. And you're really cool looking, but there's one you can literally dress up as a guy in a flamingo outfit to kill somebody. And it's really funny. And so Jack's videos of those are hilarious.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to see before you die is a guy dressed as a flamingo.
Yeah. Well, one of the ones he does Jacksepticeye's Funniest Home Videos, which are like Try Not to Laughs. But it's mostly just meant to see what's on the internet and to see what's funny and to laugh at it. Another one that I like that he does, he's got this whole... Because he's vulnerable with his audience, or open with his audience, in a sense that he gives us life updates. Like, there was a period where he wasn't happy at all. Like, his whole thing now is what he calls PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. Because he wants to be happy. He wants everyone else to be happy. And so he does that. He talks a lot about PMA and how, we all need to be happy, and how he's trying his hardest to have this positive mental attitude, and I really like that about Jack. He did Spider-Man. Cool. He introduced me to Spider-Man PlayStation 4, and it was so much fun to watch him play it. It's so much fun to play, too. Oh, yeah, he did the Spyro, the Reignited trilogy for Spyro. Let's see, scrolling. Just gonna see through these are recent videos, not all of his. He also did Google Feud, God of War. There it is.
He's also got a lot.
Yeah, he's been doing this non-stop for years. Oh yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. If you ask Jacksepticeye his favorite video game, it's Shadow of the Colossus. Hands down, he will always rave about the game, and it's an amazing looking game. It's pretty much a game where you go around and you just kill giant things. Huh. Like, it's pretty much all the fights are boss fights. But it's also
a lot of games.
But it's also a really emotionally invested game, and it's just a really solidly made game. And they had a PlayStation 4 remake recently, as you can see here. Yeah. And he really loves that game. It's one his Cuphead videos.
Cuphead?
Cuphead is one of my favorites of his to watch and rewatch. Rewatchability is one of the things you want in a YouTuber.
Terror of Grace did Cuphead, right?
Yeah, he did. So did Mark.
Oh, yeah.
But, rewatchability is something you want. Like, when we go back to Olan Rogers, the rewatchability is out of this world, because it's always funny.
Oh,
I can never remember it not being funny. Same with some of Jack and Mark's videos. Like, I've rewatched his Cuphead because it's just so funny, and his reactions are hilarious. I haven't watched Mark's Cuphead, though.
Yeah, I don't remember watching Mark's Cuphead either.
Gorn, that's a funny one. It's very violent. It's a VR game where you're in a battle arena.
Oh,
you can see that from that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Those videos are hilarious. Mostly because it's the way he does it.
Yeah, Jacksepticeye, he's got a lot of stuff. Check him out too, especially if you're like Austin and me, and you like watching people play games. Obviously on YouTube, there's a lot.
Oh yeah, he's done a lot, and I can't even begin to go through them. The Last Guardian, that was another series I kind of enjoyed. I didn't finish it though.
Another one that I just brought up is Terror of Grace. The only thing really that we watched of his was his videos of him playing Cuphead, but our favorite is him playing Lord of the Rings: Shadow of War.
Middle-earth Shadow of War.
Middle-earth Shadow of War. I just know Shadow of War. And oh my gosh, his videos, especially when he's playing that video game, just never cease to make me laugh. He cracks me up.
He rages.
He's British, when he rages, oh my word. His comedic
timing also is impeccable. You almost think it's too good to be true.
Oh yeah.
On some of it, because his comedic timing is impeccable.
He'll make pun jokes, witty one-liners, and then totally like smack himself for it. Like, why did I say something so stupid?
Yeah, his.
And then he'll just rage at the game when, he can't quite kill somebody, or he dies, or, if he wanted to recruit an orc, to his army, but then he ends up getting killed by another orc beforehand, he'll just be like, he'll start raging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's one, we only know like a couple things of his. Still really funny, though. What other YouTubers are out there that we watch a lot of?
Well, I watch CaptainSparklez, especially recently because, well, he went back to his roots of Minecraft. Because for a while he did a lot of like reaction videos and other kind of videos that weren't my favorite. Because he was one of the ones I watched a lot of on YouTube for Minecraft. My friends, the Nerd Herd, and I really like playing Minecraft together. We haven't done it recently because we've all been busy at university and all that. But
we're not in Europe. You can say college.
I prefer university because it's more proper.
Okay.
Because there's a difference between college and university. Because the university is a collection of colleges.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're all at school. And we watch him, and he does, like, he's currently doing Ultra Modded Revival, which is a revival of a series he wants to call Ultra Modded Survival, which was a survival Minecraft world where it was modded heavily, with a lot of different creatures and dungeons and everything like that, and it was really fun to watch. It's one of my favorites, including Mayanite. If any of you here know Mayanite, put the feels in the comments. Hashtag Mayanite Season 3. We never knew ye. It was a great series where it was a Minecraft series that CaptainSparklez, Jordan, was a part of, where it was very almost Dungeons and Dragons like. It was story based, but it was also kind of based off of how the people reacted to it on Minecraft. It was one of my favorites because it was quality storytelling too, which is surprising sometimes. It was one that my friends and I loved to watch, and then they were going to do a third season of it, and it never happened because a couple of them dropped off YouTube, which is sad because we're never going to get Mine Night Season 3.
That is sad.
Jardon still holds out hope, I think. Or at least he still puts out the Team Ionite feels occasionally. I also like watching like Mumbo Jumbo. I watch Etho. I like those guys. Mumbo astounds me. The Hermitcraft. I don't watch a lot of I watch Mumbo's Hermitcraft. I don't watch some of the others. Hermitcraft, they're pretty much all British mostly. They do Minecraft, and their builds are astounding. Like, the amount that they do is just freaking makes me angry sometimes with how good they build.
Wow.
Like every season, they are on their 6th season of Hermitcraft. It's like this big standard survival Minecraft world they have, and they just go ham on building, and they have a stock market. They have a working, functioning stock market system.
Are you kidding me?
Like, yeah, on diamonds, like based on diamonds. They have an economy.
Wow.
Like, they have all this ridiculous stuff and just how good it all looks. And it's all different. Every season, they don't just build the same bases. They don't just build the same farms. It's always different. And it always looks amazing. And I'm like, I can't do that.
Well, and speaking of people known for playing Minecraft, Tobuscus.
Yeah.
I don't
that
know
was
how popular
pretty much,
he still is,
he's
but
not anymore. But he was pretty much my first foray into YouTube gaming.
On YouTube.
With the very first video the first video I ever saw of him is a literal trailer of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I think is his most popular video still to date.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Assassin's Creed Literal Brotherhood trailer. One of the funniest things I've ever seen because it works so perfectly. And then with his gaming channel, the very first one I'm pretty sure I saw was, remember the Suicide Rabbits?
Yes. Oh my gosh, the Suicide Rabbits.
When he played Terraria.
Bunny, no! Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about that.
That was Toby Games highlights that Alan and Barry showed us. I'm pretty sure it was the first time I ever saw Tobuscus gaming.
Pretty much a lot of things that we found on YouTube, our cousins introduced us to.
Mostly, yeah. Same with Drake and Josh. That's not YouTube, but introduced us to Drake and Josh.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
With the Treehouse episode, if you know what that one is.
Megan!
But yeah, Toby, he's fallen off grace, unfortunately, in recent years, which is unfortunate. I was a fan of a lot of the stuff he did. Then again, things happen with him, but yeah, that's one we watched a lot of. Not in recent years, excuse me. Ugh, I can't speak tonight. It's yeah, I just can't speak.
There's a couple of other YouTubers that I really like. Alonzo Lerone.
Oh yeah, he's funny.
If you don't know who he is, he mostly reads a lot of like dumb tweets, dumb Facebook posts, ones that have like terrible grammar and spelling and.
You know we can't go without mentioning the greatest YouTube videos of all time.
And
and Luigi board.
Who does those ones?
I don't know. I don't know his name. Just put him in the description below.
Okay. Well, and Alonzo does cover the.
He does. He does the pregnant one. This guy reads Yahoo answers things that people asked on Yahoo Answers. Apparently, pregnant and Ouija board are the most difficult words to spell in the English language.
No flippin' kidding.
Because he goes through the word pregnant and sees how many times people misspell pregnant and the amount of different ways in which they misspell pregnant. It's not even, again, what we just listed, pregnant. Like, and the way he reads it is what makes it hilarious. And sometimes the editing he puts into it is also what makes it hilarious. It's drop dead funny. My parents love it. Okay, my parents don't like internet humor. They love these videos.
Which, funny enough, Alonzo Lerone, when he covered that one, I don't know whether to say he loved it or not because, grammar drives him crazy. But he liked that one enough to where he had a shirt made that has all the different ways you spell pregnant on it. And I have determined that when I actually do get pregnant in the future, that is all I'm going to do to announce that I'm pregnant. I'm just going to take a picture of me with the shirt on and say, can you guess what I am?
Hi, pregnant.
Pergnat?
Perginat. Like, just the amount of...
Prefnat?
The amount of ways is hysterical. We'll put the link to the description. We're going to have a lot of videos in the description.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a long description on this one.
Oh, yeah. But that's okay. We like spreading the word.
I got a couple more.
We have to mention Critical Role.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. Peter Hollens.
Musician, yes.
I personally like Peter Hollens. Austin's not as big a fan of his.
No offense to you if you're listening.
But Peter Hollens, I think, is an amazing musician. Does everything... Like, he's basically a solo, like, a cappella artist, basically. But he does have other people involved. Like, he's had his wife in a few of his own videos. And some other people that I'm not entirely familiar with, but they sounded good anyway. He actually recently came out with the whole Greatest Showman cover album. My favorites of his that he's done has been... he did the old Scottish folk song, Loch Lomond, with David Archuleta. And also, he did a Lord of the Rings / Hobbit drinking medley with a guy whose name is escaping me. I apologize. And also, he did the song for the dancing and the dreaming from How to Train Your Dragon 2 with his wife, which is absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. And he's done tons of things from, like, Disney, lots of things from Lord of the Rings... other musicals and popular songs.
We're gonna talk about YouTube LDS musicians. We gotta bring up Piano Guys.
Piano Guys!
And Lindsay Sterling. I don't watch a lot of Lindsay Sterling, but her violin playing is astounding. But the Piano Guys, their Lord of the Rings medley is still one of my favorites that they ever did.
If you have not heard the Lord of the Rings medley by the Piano Guys,
it's
find
beautiful.
the link in our description and listen to it. It will make your day.
I also like their fight song. This was before I left my mission. They did a fight song.
Yeah.
They did a fight song one with freaking bagpipes, okay? I love bagpipes. My mom hates bagpipes, but when bagpipes played right, they sound beautiful. I love bagpipes. And the fact that they did a fight song in Scotland with professional Scottish bagpipers on this beautiful Scotland, the Scottish not Vista, but like the Scottish plain with an actual Scottish castle. It was just beautiful. Love the video. Their video quality and Peponi with Alex Boye.
I was just about to bring that one up.
Peponi with Alex Boye. It's like a Swahili version of Paradise by Coldplay.
Alex Boye is also amazing. He's not technically a YouTuber, but we just want to give a shout out to him. Yeah, kind of.
He does a lot of stuff. That's where he got his big break was on.
He's an amazing musician. He's
not everyone's cup of tea though. We will say that.
He's a British black man. He's of Nigerian heritage.
His mom is Nigerian.
Yeah, his mom is Nigerian. And he eventually grew up to be a very successful artist. He's performed with the, I want to say Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Choir at Temple Square.
Yeah, the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square.
He's on America's Got Talent.
Yeah,
For
he
a
was
little
on
bit.
America's Got Talent.
Didn't win though.
Yeah, sadly he didn't win.
Screw you, Howie Mandel.
And he's been on the radio. I actually heard, I think he's either getting a movie or a TV show made about him, actually.
Cool.
Which I think is
Big
like
news.
just totally amazing. But anyway, yeah, shout out to Alex Boye. He's amazing. I have a couple more just to bring up. This one is relatively new, and I will admit I haven't actually watched any videos of this yet. But Jablinski Games.
Oh yeah, Jack Black's.
Yeah,
He's yet to
it's
actually-
Jack Black.
As far as I'm aware, he's yet to actually post any gaming videos though, because I'm subscribed. I don't think he's posted a single gaming video. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah, I think he's just posting like just funny stuff right now. But again, I actually haven't watched anything. I just subscribed because it's flippin' Jack Black.
Yeah, who? He's got 3 million subscribers already, so he's not keeping up as strong as he was. But
Well, and then Austin brought this up about a minute or so ago, but there's also Geek and Sundry, which hosts our favorite, I don't want to say YouTube series because it's technically not primarily YouTube, but Critical Role, which we have mentioned before, and Austin's chanting in the background here, which that's another video I'm going to put in the description. Are you going to do that the whole time?
I'm just gonna. This is background music. I'm
Oh my-
providing background music.
Oh
you
my
don't have
gosh.
to. You don't have to put it in the video.
But about a month or maybe 2 months ago, they came out with a music video for their current D&D campaign, which was animated and an original song sung by actually like half of the cast, and it is absolutely amazing. Well animated, well sung, everything.
It feels like a late 90s, early 2000s cartoon, like Saturday morning cartoon theme song.
Yeah.
And did you explain what it was?
Huh?
Did you explain what Critical Role is?
I can.
Well,
I mean,
we should probably because Critical Role is a YouTube series, it's a Twitch series that they do. They stream it. Where is it on Twitch? Pretty sure that's Twitch.
They do it
Where
on Twitch, yeah, and then later
it's
they upload
voice
on
actors,
YouTube.
like it's professional voice actors who play Dungeons and Dragons, which in and of itself, Paul is watching some right now. It sounds like an amazing premise because if there's people you want to watch play Dungeons and Dragons,
It's voice actors.
it's voice actors, and these are names that you may not know about. You may not know the names. There's a good chance if you play video games, if you watch anime or watch
if you're
cartoons,
big into video games or anime, you'll know these
you
people.
probably know them from somewhere. Like Matt Mercer, if you play Overwatch, he's McCree in that. He's in anime. He's some of your favorite.
Yeah, so
animes,
he's
right?
in a lot of animes. Liam O'Brien is in a lot of them.
Liam O'Brien, who I immensely respect because he did Gollum in the Shadow of War series, and his Gollum is spot on.
Yeah,
I did not know it wasn't Andy Serkis first time I heard it. It is amazing.
Yeah, and then there's like Laura Bailey, who, again, if you're familiar with anime, she was in like Dragon Ball Z, Full Metal Alchemist.
She was Mary Jane in the new Spider-Man game. Not the mocap, but the book.
She sang a song for was it World of Warcraft?
Yeah, I believe.
Was it World of Warcraft that she sang the song for?
Laura Bailey.
Laura Bailey. Yeah, Daughter of the Sea, which is beautiful, honestly. Ashley Johnson, who, if you're not familiar with her in like anime or video games, you will recognize her in the movie Avengers.
Yeah, she was the waitress in the first Avengers movie. But she's played Ellie in The Last of Us. I believe it's Ellie. Critically acclaimed video game, which I have not played because I'm sick of the zombie genre. But here she's really good in it. I've seen some of the gameplay.
Travis Willingham, he's also he plays Thor in a lot of like the Marvel
pretty much
movie
all of the
video
cartoons
games.
and the video games. Like he's Thor. He played Kingpin in the new Spider-Man video game.
If you're a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood fan, or even just Full Metal Alchemist, he's Roy Mustang, the most awesome character in that whole show. That's just me being biased.
It's Taliesin Jaffe. That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah, Taliesin Jaffe, Marisha Ray, and Sam Riegel.
Yeah. Just
They're fully amazing. But like I was saying earlier, they came up with actually a couple music videos. One of them actually, the first
D&D Beyond.
the first one that actually came out was for sponsoring D&D Beyond, which is a website that sponsors them. But what happened was Sam Riegel, who usually does a lot of the promoting for their sponsors and stuff like that, he sometimes will come up with like fun little jingles, whatever, that he just makes up for whatever sponsor it is, just for fun. And for D&D Beyond, he came up with this like whole song, and was later approached by D&D Beyond and said, "Hey, we actually want to make this a thing." So they brought him in. He recorded, he recorded the song, and then these animators animated a fun little video, which I'll include the description.
That's what sparked the Critical Role intro video.
Yeah, that later helped create their now current intro video for their current campaign, and I'll include links to both the videos in there because they're just absolutely fun, amazing, like Austin said. It makes you feel like it's a 90s cartoon.
I know, it makes you, it's like a kid because of the quality of the music and of the animation.
The D&D Beyond one definitely feels more like a 90s cartoon than the other one, but it's like it's the more fun kind of cartoon.
I disagree. Well, yeah,
really?
I feel like I feel like it's more the fun one. I feel like the other one's like gargoyles. Like I feel like it's more
like the more
of the
dramatic
gargoyle.
kind.
It's more dramatic, but it's also kind of fun. Honestly, like it makes you kind of feel like a kid again because it's like these Saturday morning cartoons with these, who remembers getting up the Saturday morning cartoons and sitting through the theme. Well, of course you do because we watch them together. Where you sit and you watch the theme music and it's awesome or funny or cute and it's just like you've been waiting all week for this, man. This is Saturday morning. What do we watch? Buzz Lightyear's Star Command TV series. Like, we watched
Looney
that.
Tunes,
Looney
Powerpuff
Tunes.
Girls.
Powerpuff Girls, yeah, Powerpuff Girls. I like it. So what? It's a great show. It's a quality show. I've not watched the new one, but it's like I don't watch cartoons
Was
anymore.
Gargoyles a Saturday? No, that was more night, like
It was
evening.
a Saturday morning cartoon.
Was it?
I don't remember.
I only remember watching it in the evenings.
I don't know.
If you watched any of those shows growing up, if you're a 90s kid, grew up watching any of those shows, comment or...
Well, this was clearly the 2000s. I wouldn't remember.
Well, whatever. No, it's more 90s.
I wouldn't have remembered it, but...
Yeah. Or I guess 90s, early 2000s, if you watched any of those shows, comment or let us know maybe what your favorite Saturday morning cartoon was
and if
that
we're
we
missing
didn't
it,
mention.
like,
Yeah, or if we
we're
missed
missing
any good
something.
ones.
But yeah, it's just like, that's what it makes you feel like. These videos just feel like that. Just the way they're animated, the way the music goes, and everything. Just feels like a 90s, early 2000s cartoon.
Well, and this shows off more of the Critical Role's, like, talent. Not only can they just do voice acting, but they're actually really good singers. Like, Sam Riegel does the entire D&D Beyond one by himself. And then the other one is sung mostly by Laura Bailey and Ashley Johnson, and then...
With Sam and Travis doing
Yeah, Sam and Travis do some, like, pretty much background chanting, pretty much, and it just sounds incredible, in my opinion.
It just rocks your soul. I mean, really, it makes you just...
Austin and I we're not even on their current
campaign 2.
We're not even on campaign 2, and yet we absolutely
so far
love
behind, it's not even fun.
And the problem is, these videos, we might have to have a dedicated episode of Critical Role.
We probably will.
Probably later on when I've caught up a little more. I mean, if anyone plays D&D, it doesn't go shorter than 2 hours. Like,
No.
it's long. Like, it's them playing Dungeons & Dragons for 3 to 5 hours sometimes. It's hard to catch up, man. And I want to catch up chronologically. Like, my friend Spencer's telling me, no, do it this way. I'm like, you know what? I would, but I want to do it this way.
That's what I wanted to do, too.
But there's like 100 episodes, and I'm on like episode 17, and they're 4 hours each. Do you know how long?
We're on episode 97.
I saw a comment today. It was like, yes, I can catch up in about 82 years. Hope I live to be 140.
Oh, jeez.
Or something like that. I don't remember the exact age, but it's kind of how it is. It's like, it's going to take you a very long time to catch up.
If you have a lot of free time, yeah.
I usually, like, when I don't have anything to do, I watch it, or kind of usually late at night if I'm not, like, going to bed, or when I'm driving to school. It's a good time to do it.
Which that, you have to just listen to it more than actually watch it.
The data is going off the roof just with Critical Role.
Luckily, we have unlimited.
Yes, we do have unlimited data, but it's like, it's gonna, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we'll include those 2 videos in the description. And there's a whole lot more to Geek and Sundry than just Critical Role.
That's just what we watch.
Yeah, that's what we watch. Which if you're a D&D fan and you haven't watched Critical Role, watch it.
It's D&D.
It may make you feel a little insecure about the way that you play in D&D, but it's still fun and totally worth it.
Or it may inspire you to be better.
That's true. It may inspire you to be better.
It inspired me. I mean, I started watching it after we started playing Dungeons & Dragons. And
I say that made me really want to get more into it.
That's why I decided to go with the new campaign instead of just sticking with the old one, because I just wasn't happy with the way I was playing my guy. It didn't fit. Like, I don't know. I was trying to play him something that wasn't his alignment, so it just didn't fit. Like,
well, it made me and Paul pretty much want to get more into when we play with his brothers, and in turn, that's actually made his brothers get more into playing the campaign. they kind of watch Critical Role. They catch episodes here and there, but they're not as into it as we are. But because we were getting, like, more into it, you know, playing and all that stuff, they got more into it, too.
Good.
So it can help inspire not only yourself, but others.
Well, then our campaign that we did with Spencer, like us as the... We don't have a name yet. We don't warrant a name yet, though. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, we're not like critical. We're not Critical Role, and they have names for their group. We haven't done anything to warrant
the Mighty
it.
Nine. You know, there's not 9 of them.
Yeah, Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine. Not 9 in German.
And the Mighty No.
The Mighty No!
But yeah, Shayla's like, we need a name. I think we should tell Shayla, we don't warrant a name yet. I think
we have said that.
We haven't done anything yet that warrants a name. If we're gonna have a name, it should be like, you know, a band name. It should just be Galind, like Bon Jovi or Cher, you know, just like, that's the name of our group, Galind, that's it.
So your character?
Exactly. My character's the Bard. Enough said. The Glamour College Bard.
And he's absolutely fabulous.
I love my Bard. I love playing Galind. We'll have to talk about that. We'll do a D&D episode later.
Yeah, we'll do D&D and Critical Role later on.
But now we're at 1 hour and 5. We did pretty well.
I do just kind of quickly maybe want to mention, a couple more of, like, my favorite, at least, videos on YouTube. Oh, yeah. I was like, I want to mention this, and then I don't even remember. There's a video, I think if you just type in cat sale, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this video of a cat.
If you know the song I'm singing.
Oh, shoot. Who is it that... I don't even know who sings this song. But it's the song, it's called Sail, and all it is this cat just jumping off a roof to the song, and it is...
I think it's a couch, actually.
No, it's a roof. It's a roof.
It's hilarious. Yeah, just look, cat sail.
Yeah, just I'll put a link in the description.
S-A-I-L, like you're sailing. Like.
Yeah. My good friend David actually showed that to me just randomly one day, and I nearly died laughing, and we watched it like 10 times.
It is the most perfectly made video of all time.
Yeah, I really like that one. There's another one that also, like, just, I nearly died laughing the first time I saw it. It's a video of, it's from The Last Jedi, and it's of Hux being thrown into a wall by Kylo Ren, but it puts it to,
give me attention, baby.
It's Treasure, right? Was that Treasure? Yeah. It's him being thrown into a wall to the tune of Treasure by Bruno Mars, and just his screams and everything just makes it so freaking funny.
Oh, what were we watching? Mom and Dad and I. Oh, yeah, we were watching Chuck last night. And there was literally a bit where someone pounded on a door to the opening beats from Treasure.
Oh,
so
my
gosh. And I went, give me. Because I just had to not break from laughing, because that's literally how it went. Bum, 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 bum.
Those ones, they really crack me up. Any ones that you can think of at all?
Yeah, it is Treasure. I'm just trying to make sure that it's Treasure. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Treasure.
Right now I can't think of anything. Maybe Drunk Batman. I don't know, Batman on drugs or whatnot.
No, Batman on drugs.
Batman on drugs. 10-hour loop, you know.
Oh,
a video that it starts out how funny and then gets to stupid, then somehow gets to funny again, and then go back to stupid. Like, it's a vicious cycle. We don't need to put that in the description. I think we could wrap it up here, though.
Really quick. ASDF movies.
Oh, the ASDF movies. How could you talk about YouTube videos and not talk about the Asdf movies?
Garen, I failed you.
Asdf movies, as they pronounce it.
Asdf.
Just some of those random
stick figure
dumb
people.
stuff you found on you, but it's just hilarious. Like, it's dumb, but it's also hilarious.
If you have a lot of time, like during this weekend or even just
check out some of these videos.
Yeah, look at some of these YouTubers, some of these videos that we mentioned. If you have plenty of time, you'll have plenty to watch.
We gotta mention these two. There's a couple little channels called Austin K and Morgan H.
Yeah, our channels.
Our channels, you know, self-plug, shameless, self-plug. I'm actually really proud of the videos that I make, and Morgan's proud of the videos she makes. She's got more videos than I am.
I'm proud of the ones you make, too.
I haven't made it. Well, yeah, I'm proud of yours, too. But
oh, thank you.
I haven't made a video in a while because I've been salty for the last little bit.
It's been a couple of months since I've made one.
Because I don't get the YouTube copyright system, because there's some songs that other people put in their videos that I can't put in my videos. And I don't know why. And it pisses me off, because I wanted to make this bit in one of my videos that would have been awesome, but no, YouTube wouldn't let me. Because before, if you had copyright content, you just click this little button that says, okay, I'm not monetized, so let me use it. And they'd let you use it. But now they don't have it anymore. So if you're sorry, take it down.
Oh, that's lame.
I hate it. And it's been insulting me for a while. Because I don't want to remove this bit. I've already removed so many bits from my videos.
Oh yeah, I've had to do that too.
I have them just sitting on their own separate file on my computer, just like, I'm still here. Oh wait, what's the song I sang? All I know is that you love me in my dreams.
REO Speedwagon.
I'm gonna get copyright flagged for saying that. Dang it, YouTube! Anyway, I think this about wraps it up for tonight. Thank you so much for listening. I almost said watching.
Check out all the YouTubers we mentioned and
yes,
YouTube
in
videos.
the descriptions below.
Take your pick or watch them all.
Yes, leave comments or email us or on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. If there's ones we missed, channels that you like. If there's Saturday morning cartoons that we missed,
Yeah, let us know if you have any favorite YouTubers or favorite YouTube videos that maybe you want to share with us.
Yeah, we'd like.
We're open to seeing new stuff as long as, they're relatively appropriate.
Yeah, we'd like to check them out. Yeah, we do have a certain line, like PewDiePie. No, thank you. Just saying that right now. No, thank you.
Yeah. Really quick before we wrap up, our next episode, which will be next Wednesday, will be when we upload it. Tuesday when we record it.
Yep.
We're gonna talk about soundtracks. Like our favorite soundtracks, probably mostly from Lord of the Rings,
Be prepared.
Star Wars.
This may be a long episode.
Austin always has a lot to say about soundtrack music.
I will go on for like right now on the laptop is a Rey poster from The Last Jedi, who I love her theme.
Save it. Save it.
I'm just gonna start talking right now. We can just pick this up next Tuesday and just kind of pick up, wherever I am. I'm like Christopher Lee, I just kind of keep going and you can't stop me.
But yeah, our next episode will be on our favorite movie soundtracks.
We can't just limit it to movies, of course.
Well, yeah,
Video games have amazing soundtracks.
I don't pay as much. Well, actually, no, that's not true because I love the music in Skyrim.
If Paul can join us, then he will definitely talk about that.
Yes. So yeah, soundtracks from movies, TV, games, what have you next time. So if you're a big fan of music or big fan of, just soundtracks in general,
Be prepared.
join us next time.
Boy.
Yeah, so if you liked our podcast, like our video, subscribe to us. If you want to see more content from us on a regular basis, it'll let you know when we upload, have new content. Like us on Facebook, email us, forcecast327@gmail.com. And thank you for listening to us today. We really appreciate you guys.
May the Force be with you.